Okay, in this video, I want to just talk about the analysis papers. For some reason, these papers, you as students, I'm not trying to generalize here, but as students, it's generally the least liked part of this course, and it really truly shouldn't be, because I'm not trying to be too simplistic here, but they're not that difficult to write. Let's look at their structure. So how would you access them? You could access it in one of two ways. Either you could see the list of them here all in assignments, or you could see them as they appear for each topic. Let's just go where they appear for each topic. So let's just look for the first one here, which appears in topic 2. And it's here all the way at the bottom. So essentially what I'm asking that you do is that you basically structure a 3-paragraph paper for me, analysis paper for me, after you've read the attached article. So you would read this article, right? It's pretty darn short here. And then you would write something. Now, what do you do? So in terms of what you actually write, well, first you would see here the way that you do it is you write it as a Google Doc or a Word doc or something, and then you're going to upload the file and submit it. That's how you're going to physically submit your analysis paper. Well, let's go back over here, and let's go to three paragraphs. Basically, one paragraph, you're just going to summarize the article. You know that I've read it, so this should be a rather simple first paragraph. Just summarize what was in the article. Then, it's the last 2 paragraphs that are very important. The second paragraph, you're trying to find connections to the material we learned. So, like in that one where it's talking about berry production, you would talk about like production choices faced by a country, production choices faced by a farmer in making berries, all those kinds of things. Just try to find as many connections as you can to the class material. And then people really, for some reason, don't do the last one, which would also be the last paragraph should be rather easy. Just tell me what you think. That's all that I'm asking that you do. Tell me your opinion. Your opinion could be you really disagree with the article. Your opinion could be I have no idea what the article's talking about. You could say I find this article interesting because X. I find this article boring because Y. I want to hear your own thoughts. I want to just hear what your thought process is as you're reading the article and doing that analysis. 3 paragraphs. How long does that take? That's always a common question. Generally, I have found that it takes students about a page to a page and a half to do it. I will read however much or however little you give me. Some people take 3 to 4 pages to do it. Totally fine. I will read everything you give me. Especially for these analysis papers, if in the beginning, if I make comments for you about how to improve, please read those comments carefully so that you can improve accordingly. And then I include a sample here of how a student did it. It made my life easy when students include the sections where they say like article summary, integration of material, like own thoughts or opinions. It makes my life easier. But if you don't want to do it that way, that's totally fine. You can see how much a student wrote. That's a good amount of material right there. So 3 longish paragraphs. And that's what you need to do for the analysis papers. I am more than willing to read drafts, especially in the beginning. If you're unsure of something, I'm more than willing to do that. But that's how you do the analysis papers for this class. The biggest advice I can give to you is just don't avoid doing them. Together, the analysis papers, if my memory serves me correct, these analysis papers are worth quite a bit. The analysis papers are worth 10%. So don't avoid doing it. That's a pretty big chunk of your grade right there. And I've seen more than a few students who have done excellent on everything else, didn't do the analysis papers at all, and then their grade goes from what would have been an A to a high B, because that's just the way the math works if you have 10% of your grade being a 0. So, and I'm not grading you based on your writing ability. If you write bad sentences, this is not a writing course, and I'm not going to teach you writing. I just want you to express your thoughts using writing. And again, I'm more than willing to read drafts. I'm sure that someone in the tutoring center would also do the same thing.